What's going on, all you wild fishing experts out there? Your two favorite crab fishermen are back tonight from Boston Harbor, and we're bringing in a load here of oysters. Anyways, we're back to review a movie that came out actually back in 2023, I believe. This one, was one of the first movies that helped launch Paramount Plus. Has a really great cast here. Ben Foster, Tommy Lee Jones, Jenna Ortega. We are talking about the film. It's called Finest Kind.
It's the in between that counts.
These two wild fishermen are back at it tonight. Yes, I've been really excited to watch this flick. I love these type of movies and shows. Love The Deadliest Catch. Love, fishermen and boats and the whole life and lighthouses and the ocean and all the
Yeah.
crazy storms. So this is right up my alley. I've been, excited to watch this. Finally getting around to this during the holidays and really had a great time with this. Again, on Paramount Plus. We've been doing a lot of Paramount Plus lately, but this is, another great flick streaming there. But basically has to do with this family, our fishing vessel here. We have the young kid, Toby Wallace, plays Charlie. He's a college kid, goes back to talk to his brother and ends up, wanting to work with his brother, Ben Foster, on this boat. Tommy Lee Jones is the father of Ben Foster, and then Jenna Ortega is kind of like the love interest in this movie. But Charlie basically wants to figure out his life and decides that he wants to be a fisherman like his brother. So he goes out on the boat with them. Things don't go as planned and really sets up the film.
I love the family dynamic in this film between the brothers there. They're half brothers. They have
Half
different
brothers.
dads. Charlie, the younger brother, his dad's played by Tim Daly. I remember him from Wings back in the day. His dad's, I believe, is what's he, a lawyer?
Yeah.
Or yeah, he's a lawyer. So he kind of wants him to keep going to college. But Charlie, he wants to be like his brother Tom. Tom, he's a fisherman in his heart, deep down. That's what he loves to do. Uh, Ben Foster's awesome in this role. You really believe it. He's ultimately believable in pretty much every role, and in this one is no different. Looks the part and is believable, but totally different worlds. You can tell they have totally different upbringings. You know, but
Yeah.
Charlie, he sees he goes out on the boat and gets to see what they do and just like instantly falls in love with it, feels the camaraderie, breaks balls with the rest of the crew. He gets the thrill of the catch when they're out there and they throw the nets out and they get a big catch. So he gets all the thrills of that. And then of course something goes wrong at the end of that trip, which kind of, sets everything in motion for this film. But yeah, you definitely get the aspect that this is a really authentically shot film. You feel like you're out in the harbor with these boys, and you get a sense of the danger that's involved with this kind of fishing vessels. And then, we get to see Tommy Lee Jones show up as Eldridge. He is Tom's dad, and it's all about his boat, the finest kind.
That's right. Tommy Lee Jones has a smaller part in the film, but his parts in the movie are probably the best parts of this for sure, especially at the ending. But yeah, Ben Foster, incredibly underrated, a phenomenal actor for over 20 years. Like he's just always overlooked. He's always amazing in everything he's in.
Yeah.
And he was great in this as Tom, the older brother. He snaps out in this one scene, which was totally Ben Foster move. And I'm
Yeah.
like, hell yeah, I was feeling it for him. What he's dealing with is kind of the captain with the crew. This one dude has a bad, drug problem and he's trying to keep all the crew together and they just have a lot of bad luck in this film with the boat breaking down. They go to get fined, if I remember correctly, like 100,000.
Hmm.
So they have to come up with this money, which sets up the whole third act, which goes a completely different direction with
Yeah.
drugs. And in this, I think, gang from Boston, I believe it is.
Yeah.
And it just kind of goes completely opposite direction. So they get involved in a lot of crazy stuff in this movie, but they're doing their best to navigate their way through it.
Yeah. Jenna Ortega plays Mabel, the love interest of Charlie's character. I liked their relationship. They, seemed like a real couple there, they liked each other and fell for each other pretty quickly in the movie. You kind of see with her mom and everything, there's drugs involved, and she feels like she might be able to get some money for the boys, and gets involved with the wrong people. Some things go sideways. Clayne Crawford, who I recognize, he played on the Lethal Weapon TV show back whenever that used to air, but I knew I'd seen him from somewhere. He plays the villain, the Boston baddie in this, and he really is a prick. He's ruthless. He ends up killing a couple of the crew there, and so it really hits deep. But yeah, I really enjoyed this movie. This was a good movie. I'm surprised it took me this long to watch it, but I'm glad I finally did. Ben Foster, Tommy Lee Jones, Jenna Ortega, Toby Wallace are all great, all fantastic in these roles. Right up our alley, crime drama. I thought it was going to be more about fishing. There is some of that at the beginning, but it was more of a crime drama and right up our alley for all the shows that we like felt like something from the Sheridan universe or something like that, which is Paramount Plus, perfect home for that, for this kind of movie. That the ending was awesome, like you mentioned. Great ending scene there with how everything ties up and works out. But yeah, really enjoyed this movie. Love the cinematography. It felt like it was shot with love and out of somebody that was from the area, which it was. It was directed by Brian Helgeland. He was born in Providence, Rhode Island, and raised in New Bedford, Massachusetts. So he's obviously very familiar with the fishing community. So definitely feels authentic in that way. Great director in his own right. He directed A Knight's Tale, 42. He was a writer on Man on Fire, so a really good director here, and he did a great job at this movie. Performances were great. Seeing Tommy Lee Jones as an older guy here, playing this character, did a great job. Loved his kind of arc in the film. And yeah, had a great time with this. Another winner for Paramount Plus. And I am going to give Finestkind, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5 Jenna Ortega hair pieces.
Yeah, I agree with you. Another movie that got a lot of really bad reviews. I don't see the hate on this. I enjoyed the hell out of this. I thought it was good storytelling. Love the dynamic of the family, everything they go through in this movie. Ben Foster, Jenna Ortega, Tommy Lee Jones here, and Toby Wallace. I thought was fantastic. We also had the guy
Yeah.
from the Lord of the Rings TV show, Ismael Cruz Cordova.
Yes.
He was a member of the crew. I remember him from Lord of the Rings. He was good in a smaller part. Tim Daly, like you said earlier,
Mhm.
Wings, the douchey kind of rich dad.
Yeah.
Um, so he was okay in the movie, but yeah, overall, I had a good time with this. Hit on a lot of the feels, had a good story. I like the ending. A lot of this has to do with family, everything they've been through, the fishing lifestyle, the community, the authenticity of it. I thought it was
Mhm.
captured beautifully in this. So Paramount Plus, like you said, is a perfect home for this movie, and it's right up our alley. The things, TV shows and movies that we enjoy and love. So this is right up there. Definitely check this out. Don't sleep on this movie, folks. It's worth your time. I think you'll enjoy it as much as we did. So that being said, I'm going to give Finest Kind. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. Tommy Lee Jones hair pieces. Just want to hear from all you wild fishermen out there. What did you like about Finest Kind? What didn't you like about it? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to fish, subscribe. Also, check out these wild captains on Facebook, X, and Instagram, and our website, Cinephellas.com, for the latest, greatest TV, movie news, and reviews.
Thank you guys for watching our review of Finest Kind. And until the next Ben Foster movie review, I'm Uncle Henry Hill.
And I'm Logan Lee Wallace, signing out till the next movie review. Cheers!
Cheers.